Roswell, New Mexico, the place where many believe the government's cover-up of UFOs began. July 1947, ranchers Dee Proctor and Mac Brazel discover what they believe to be the remains of a crashed alien spaceship. However, the military seizes the wreckage and declares the downed craft is just a simple weather balloon. There are allegations of a cover-up, but no hard evidence. But what if the military didn't capture all of the wreckage? Could the New Mexico desert still be hiding the ultimate proof that UFOs exist and have visited our world?
Everybody's heard of the UFO crash at Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. But Roswell is where the story ends. Corona is where the story begins. That's where the debris site was found. My newest informant is a federal employee with high security clearance. He's leaking certain information to me, and it doesn't get bigger than this. A map allegedly drawn by the rancher who buried the Roswell UFO debris. This ex-government official says this map leads to a cave where this corona debris is hidden. And if we can find that debris, it will prove there is life on other planets.
When the craft collided with the ground, there was a severe thunderstorm, and it's believed that the wreckage was scattered over 30 miles and across 3 counties.
Well, this is a map my informant says will lead us to the cave.
The Roswell Corona crash, and it's the most well-known case in ufology. Finding the debris would be a game changer.
This is the crash site, and then 17 miles.
Here's the cave.
So we think some of the debris is in this cave.
Yeah, this is a pretty crude map. We need someone to help us figure this out. So I reached out to a guy named Sandy Proctor. He's one of Dee Proctor's only surviving relatives.
He's definitely probably been to the debris site before.
Yeah.
Dee Proctor was just 7 years old in 1947 when he and Mac Brazel discovered strange debris on Dee's family ranch.
We can actually talk to someone that's part of the Proctor family, and we'll show him the map to see if he can point us to the right direction. The military came in, and if they heard any rumors at all of someone having debris, they would track that person down and take it from them. Now, you tell me why they would do that if it was a weather balloon. For the longest time, there were accusations that the Proctors had material and they didn't give it up. There was a lot of bad feelings between ranches and animosity between ranchers. I mean, like, well, you know, you got the, you know, we had to give up our debris, you've got debris, or, you know, why are you allowed to have debris and not us? I mean, it was just, it didn't really make sense. It was just people talking. The bottom line is exactly what Sandy said. The military came in, and if they heard any rumors at all of someone having debris, they would track that person down and take it from them. Now, there was a rumor that was a rancher. A couple years later, he's in the general area, and even though the debris site is a skip site where something came down and skipped, wind blew that night, there was a storm, so, you know, if he had really light material, it could have blown for a long time. Could have got caught up in, you know, dust devils and even taken a mile down the road.
Sandy Proctor still lives on their ranch, where his late brother Dee allegedly found remnants of the Roswell crash of 1947.
Mr. Proctor.
Sandy Proctor.
Can I call you Sandy?
Yes.
Chuck Zukowski.
Hi, Sandy. I'm Heather. Nice to meet you.
I've been investigating the 47 incident for years. I always wanted to talk to someone from the Proctor family to get your side. What Dee saw. What did he say, or what do you remember?
Mac Brazel had my little brother down there. And they came up on this wreckage, and he showed Mama where the wreckage was.
And so your mom actually saw some of the wreckage then?
She seen a piece of stuff, but it would not take heat. We could not cut it. It looked like aluminum foil, but it was stouter than aluminum foil, but it wouldn't crumble like aluminum foil and then go back to shape.
You're talking about memory metal.
Yes.
So you believe your Your mom actually saw and touched memory metal?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
Memory metal has been theorized as either an experimental military material or recovered alien technology.
When the military came in, they combed this area for miles going one direction, miles going the other, picking up any piece of this stuff they could find out. Our good old American government told Mac he needed to keep his mouth shut. He never would talk about it again. From what I've been told, there was no aliens in this wreckage where the partner my brother found. About 2 miles east of there, they found some bodies on the ground, but that thing had a big enough hole blown in it, just like one of them airplanes with lose part of the plane, you're going to lose a bunch of people out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think they found 3 or 4 there.
That might have been, yeah.
You're a researcher. I appreciate talking to you because you're not going to blow this story out of proportion like some people.
So what's the reason for the disinformation? Like, why are some people talking about it and other people trying to cover it up?
You tell me.
Okay.
I don't believe we're the only thing in this universe or any other universe.
Do you yourself think that there's still debris hidden around somewhere?
Yeah, I do on that deal. I wouldn't know how to find it.
What about the Proctor family? I heard that the Proctor family had debris for a while.
Well, that's a bunch of crap. I don't care
No,
what
I'm
y'all
just-
say. I mean, it is. No,
You never got to keep
we
it,
never
yeah.
had no debris.
Okay.
Sandy brings Chuck and Heather to the outskirts of his land, where the mysterious debris was discovered over 70 years ago.
My brother and them was with Mac. They found it right down in there.
This is it.
This is it?
This is the site,
man.
1947, where Mac Brazel found the debris.
You know, the military, they went probably 10 miles every direction around
Right.
here looking for stuff.
Something came down here and
Something
hit hard.
came down right here.
Standing over the original debris site, Chuck reveals his key piece of evidence.
There's a crude map I'd want you to take a look at for us.
Okay.
And see if you recognize any landmarks or anything on the map. I got a hold of this. Anything on this map, ring a bell.
Who did you get this information from? Take this off the cameras.